The sun rises over Cebu City, painting the cracked rooftops gold as morning vendors shout prices of mangoes and fish. Amid the narrow alleys, a young boy named Elvin carries a bucket of water for his mother, his bare feet splashing through puddles. His shirt is faded and torn at the sleeves, his hair messy, his skin darkened by the sun, but his eyes shimmer with quiet dreams. Every few steps, he hums the tune of Hotel California. The melody dances softly in the humid air, as if whispering a promise only he can hear. Elvin lives with his mother, Alma, in a one-room wooden shack at the end of a crowded lane. The ceiling leaks, the floor creaks, and every night they pray the rain doesn't flood their home. Alma works long hours washing clothes for neighbors. Her hands are rough, her face tired, but her spirit unbroken. She listens to her son sing every evening when he returns from helping at the market. That voice, so pure, so aching, feels like a miracle in a world that often forgets the poor. One morning, a local volunteer group posts flyers about an Ireland's Got Talent audition being held in Cebu for international hopefuls. Alma notices one taped to a bakery wall. She stands there for a long time, heart beating faster, before tearing off the paper. That night, she shows it to Elvin as they eat rice and sardines by candlelight. "Elvin, Anik," she says gently, "maybe this is your chance. You have a gift. God gave you this voice for a reason." Elvin looks up, unsure. "But, Mama, that's for rich people. I'm just, me." Alma smiles softly, touching his cheek. "You're more than enough." Later, under the dim light of a flickering bulb, Elvin practices. His guitar has missing strings, its wood cracked, but his hands play it with reverence. Each note rises like prayer smoke. His voice fills the small room, fragile yet strong, carrying both sorrow and beauty. Alma stands by the door, watching him. Her eyes glisten as he sings the first lines, "On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair," and she feels goosebumps spread across her arms. Outside, the city buzzes, jeepneys rumble, dogs bark, laughter echoes through tin walls, but inside their tiny home, everything is still. It's just a mother, a son, and a dream floating between them. As he finishes, Alma clasps her hands together and whispers, "Tomorrow, Anik. You'll show them who you are." The camera pans out through the open window, showing the stars scattered over the city, fragile lights above fragile lives, and somewhere in the distance, the faint echo of a song that will soon change everything. The next day feels like another world. The audition hall in Dublin is massive, bright lights, huge screens, cameras everywhere. Contestants line up, some in costumes, some with instruments. Laughter, chatter, excitement, but in the corner, Elvin stands quietly, holding his mother's rosary in one hand and his broken guitar in the other. His clothes are simple, clean but old. He looks lost among the glittering crowd, but his eyes never lose focus. A producer waves him forward. "You're next, sweetheart," she says with a smile. Elvin nods, his lips trembling. He steps onto the stage. The lights hit his face, warm, blinding. The audience murmurs, curious. The judges, Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, Lewis Walsh, and Alesha Dixon, glance at him. Simon leans forward. "Hello there. What's your name?" "My name is Elvin, sir. I came from Cebu City, in the Philippines." A few people in the audience clap warmly. Amanda smiles kindly. "That's a long way to come, darling. What will you sing for us?" "Hotel California, by the Eagles." Simon raises an eyebrow, half smiling. "That's a big song. Go ahead." Elvin takes a deep breath. The first chord sounds fragile, but then, his voice emerges. Gentle, trembling, full of raw truth. Every note carries years of struggle, hunger, hope, and prayer. It's not perfect, it's real. His voice cracks slightly, and that imperfection makes it even more beautiful. The camera zooms in on Amanda's face, her eyes shimmer, her lips trembling. Louis whispers, "That's extraordinary." Simon's expression softens, his usual stoic mask breaking as he stares, lost in the boy's voice. As Elvin sings, "You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave," a tear rolls down Amanda's cheek. The audience grows silent, transfixed. The song ends, no sound follows. Just a breathless stillness. Then, suddenly, the entire hall erupts in applause. The crowd rises. People shout, cry, cheer. Elvin stands frozen, tears falling silently. He can't believe what's happening. Simon finally stands up. "Elvin," he says slowly, voice trembling, "that was one of the most beautiful versions of that song I've ever heard. You sang from the soul." Amanda wipes her eyes. "You didn't sing Hotel California, you lived it. Every word came from your heart." The golden buzzer shines in the corner. Amanda looks at the others, nods, then slams her hand down. The hall explodes in gold light as confetti rains down. Elvin drops to his knees, overwhelmed. The camera closes on his face, a child who came from poverty, now surrounded by gold, still clutching his rosary. Backstage, everything feels like a dream. Elvin walks through a sea of people cheering, hugging, and filming him. His hands shake as he touches the golden confetti still in his hair. Amanda hugs him tightly. "You reminded us why we do this," she whispers. Louis adds softly, "You didn't just sing, you healed something inside everyone here." Simon stands a few steps away, silent. He walks up slowly, his usual sharp tone gone. He looks at Elvin, then says with emotion heavy in his voice, "I've been doing this for years, and I've never felt something quite like that." Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in Cebu City, Alma sits in front of a tiny old TV in a sari-sari store. The whole neighborhood has gathered, children sitting on the floor, elders standing by the doorway. The broadcast lags, fuzzy but alive. As Elvin's voice fills the room, Alma covers her mouth, eyes bursting with tears. Her son's dream, the boy who sang under a leaking roof, is now touching the world. When the golden confetti bursts on screen, the neighbors cheer. Some cry. A woman shouts, "That's our boy. From Cebu." Alma whispers through her tears, "Salamat, Dios ko, thank you." Back in Dublin, Elvin is invited to the center of the stage one last time. The judges stand, hands over hearts. Amanda wipes her eyes again, Simon's eyes glisten as he claps slowly, respectfully. Elvin looks out at the roaring crowd, thousands of strangers chanting his name, and something deep inside him breaks open. He looks up at the lights and whispers, "Parecio, Mama." The camera zooms in, tears roll down his cheeks, catching the gold dust in the air. The lights dim, the crowd still chanting, "Elvin. Elvin. Elvin." The final shot fades into the sky over Cebu City, the same stars that shone on him that night. A voiceover from Simon closes the scene softly. Sometimes, greatness doesn't come from fame or training. It comes from truth, from a heart that's lived enough pain to sing it beautifully. The screen fades to black with soft applause echoing, the sound of humanity, love, and a dream fulfilled.